In the vast blue skies above the Earth, a new kind of predator rules the air, sleek, silent, and deadly. It's not just an aircraft. It's a symbol of technological dominance, precision, and the future of aerial warfare. This is the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II, one of the most advanced fighter jets ever built. And in 2025, it stands as the crown jewel of global air power. The story of the F-35 begins decades ago, at the height of a new kind of arms race, one not defined by nuclear bombs or tanks, but by information, stealth, and digital warfare. In the late 1990s, the United States Department of Defense launched the Joint Strike Fighter program, a competition to design the next-generation multi-role fighter that could replace aging fleets like the F-16 Fighting Falcon, the AV-8B Harrier, and even the F/A-18 Hornet. Two aerospace giants entered the battlefield, Lockheed Martin and Boeing. Lockheed's sleek and stealthy design, known as the X-35, would eventually win. And from that prototype, the world's most ambitious combat aircraft was born, the F-35 Lightning II. The F-35 isn't just one aircraft. It's a family of three variants, each serving different branches of the U.S. military and allied forces around the world. The F-35A is the conventional takeoff and landing version, the mainstay of the U.S. Air Force and many international partners. The F-35B is a short takeoff and vertical landing variant, capable of operating from small runways and aircraft carriers, a game-changer for the U.S. Marine Corps and the Royal Navy. And finally, the F-35C, the carrier variant, designed with larger wings and reinforced landing gear to withstand the brutal environment of aircraft carrier operations. Together, these three siblings form a global strike network unlike anything the world has ever seen. But what truly makes the F-35 extraordinary isn't just its design, it's the invisible technology hidden within its skin. The aircraft is built around a concept known as sensor fusion, a digital brain that collects data from radar, infrared, electronic sensors, and even satellites, merging them into a single, seamless picture for the pilot. This gives the F-35 something no previous jet could match: total situational awareness. In simple terms, the pilot doesn't just see the battlefield, the F-35 understands it. The cockpit is like something out of sci-fi movie. Instead of old-fashioned dials and buttons, it features a panoramic touchscreen display and a revolutionary helmet-mounted display system. The pilot literally sees through the jet, using an advanced set of cameras known as the distributed aperture system. The helmet projects a 360-degree real-time view around the aircraft. Whether the enemy is above, below, or behind, the pilot knows exactly where the threat is, even in total darkness. Stealth is the F-35's other secret weapon. Every curve, every panel, and every screw of this jet is designed to absorb or deflect radar waves, making it nearly invisible to conventional radar systems. Its radar cross-section is about the size of a golf ball, a level of stealth once reserved only for the legendary F-117 Nighthawk and the F-22 Raptor. The F-35's outer coating, made from radar-absorbent materials, adds another layer of protection, while internal weapons bays allow it to carry missiles and bombs without breaking its stealth profile. In the world of modern combat, where the first to detect usually wins, invisibility is everything, and the F-35 masters that art. But stealth is only one side of the story. The F-35 is also a data machine, designed for the digital age of warfare. It's not just a fighter, it's a flying computer. Each aircraft constantly collects, processes, and shares information with other jets, ground forces, and command centers. In a war zone, a single F-35 can act as an intelligence hub, guiding older jets, coordinating missile strikes, and feeding real-time data across the entire battlefield network. It turns war from chaos into choreography. Powering all this technology is the Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine, one of the most powerful fighter jet engines ever built. Producing around 43,000 pounds of thrust, it can push the F-35 past Mach 1.6. That's nearly 1,200 miles per hour. The engine is also a marvel of engineering. In the F-35B variant, it can swivel its exhaust downward, allowing vertical takeoffs and landings like a helicopter. Watching an F-35B lift off vertically from a carrier deck is one of the most breathtaking sights in aviation, a blend of science, power, and precision. Of course, none of this came cheap. The F-35 program is the most expensive military project in human history, with total costs estimated at over $1.7 trillion over its lifetime. Critics called it a money pit, plagued by delays, software bugs.
If I have to describe the F-35,
but as the years
supreme
passed,
situational awareness.
Aircraft
I used to fly F-16, also fly the F-35. At Ramstein Flag, we are using the Open System Gateway to connect that F-35, go to Keystone. From Keystone it will go to our command and control site, and from our command and control site it will go to that shooter. So it's a really complex, sensitive shooter. They should be able to strike targets within 3 to 4 minutes of detection.
It's not just an American weapon, it's a global fighter network. And that global reach is key to understanding its power. When allied nations operate the same aircraft, they can share intelligence, coordinate missions, and support one another seamlessly. The F-35 is like the iPhone of fighter jets. Software updates, shared data, and interconnected systems create a unified ecosystem. In an age where wars are fought not only with bullets, but with data, this integration gives NATO and its partners a massive strategic advantage. In combat training, the F-35's performance speaks for itself. In simulated dogfights, it has achieved kill ratios exceeding 20-1, meaning for every F-35 lost, 20 enemies are destroyed. Its ASA radar can detect and track multiple targets simultaneously, while its electronic warfare suite can jam or deceive enemy radars, protecting itself and other friendly aircraft. Armed with precision-guided munitions, AM-120 AMRAAM and AM-9 Sidewinder missiles, and even nuclear capability for certain variants, the F-35 can perform everything from air superiority and close air support to deep strike missions. It's a one-jet army. In recent years, the F-35 has already seen combat. The Israeli Air Force became the first to use it in real-world operations, striking targets deep within enemy territory without ever being detected. Other nations have since used it for reconnaissance, precision strikes, and deterrence missions, always reminding the world that air superiority in the 21st century belongs to those who can see without being seen. By 2025, the F-35 has evolved beyond just a fighter jet. It's a digital node in the future of warfare. With software upgrades known as Block 4, new weapons integration, and AI-assisted systems, the aircraft is becoming smarter, faster, and deadlier. It's also paving the way for sixth-generation fighters, as many of the technologies tested in the F-35, from stealth coatings to sensor fusion, are now forming the foundation of future programs like the U.S. Next Generation Air Dominance, NGD, and the European Tempest and FCS projects. Yet, for all its power, the F-35 is more than a machine. It's a statement, a message from the United States and its allies that they intend to control the skies for decades to come. In every sense, it's not just an aircraft. It's an ecosystem of dominance, diplomacy, and deterrence. Wherever it flies, it changes the balance of power. When you see an F-35 take off, its engines roaring like thunder and its sleek frame vanishing into the sky, you're not just watching technology. You're witnessing the future of warfare unfold before your eyes. It's stealth you can't see. It's power you can't touch. And it's information that decides who wins before the first missile is ever fired. In 2025, as nations race toward artificial intelligence, drone swarms, and space-based warfare, the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II remains the centerpiece of modern military aviation, the perfect blend of human skill and machine intelligence. It is the lightning that strikes before the storm, the unseen hunter in the clouds, and perhaps the last manned fighter of its kind before the age of autonomous combat begins. This is the F-35 Lightning II, not just an aircraft, but the embodiment of 21st century air superiority, a machine that redefined the skies and rewrote the rules of war forever.